This example comes out of section 4.1 of your book. This section is called Angles and Angle Measure, and one of the things in it is actually one of the first equations that comes off the Math 30 formula sheet, and that is that theta equals A over R. Theta is your angle in radians. A is an arc length on a circle, and R is the radius of the circle. So the type of question you'll get from that will look something like this. So in this question it says if the diameter of the circle is 9.2 centimeters and the central angle is 110 degrees, determine the arc length. For the purposes of the question, I've drawn kind of a rough circle here. If I draw what we're talking about, 110 degree angle is roughly something like that. And we're asked for this arc length here. We're told the diameter of the circle is 9.2 centimeters, but we want the radius. So radius is going to be 9.2 divided by 2, which would be 4.6 centimeters. I do want to use my formula, theta equals A over R, or in this case I need to rearrange it to say A equals R times theta, but if I dive in and throw 100 degrees in there, I'm going to get an answer that's complete nonsense, and an answer that's hundreds of centimeters. If this length on this circle is 4.6 centimeters, the radius, then if I am to say that this arc length is hundreds of centimeters long, I'm obviously not paying attention to the units in the question, and a grade 5 student probably would have guessed a better answer than hundreds, 500 centimeters. So what I need to do with this angle is change my 110 degrees into radians. So I'll say there's pi radians for every 180 degrees and come up with an answer for that one. If you keep exact values, which you can for the moment, you'll have 11 pi over 18 radians, or if you did multiply the pi in there and say what is 11 times pi divided by 18, you're going to get approximately 1.9199 radians, roughly. Now when we multiply this out, the arc length is equal to the radius, which is 4.6 centimeters, times this angle, 11 pi over 18 radians, and we'll come up with an answer of approximately 8.83 centimeters. Now looking at that answer makes a lot more sense than if I would have said 4.6 times 110 and said that this arc length was 506 centimeters long. So have a look at your answers in general, whether it's an arc length question or not, and see if they make sense. But 8.83 seems at least plausible given the picture that we drew up above.